Dave, the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 5s to look at. The Air Jordan 5 Retro. Now this is a collaboration with Off-White, and this is the Sale colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker does come in what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 5 release. Now, one thing you will notice a little bit different on this collaboration, they do have these circular cutouts here. Smack dead in the middle of the box, you do have that red Jordan Jumpman logo. The box for the most part is all black. If you do 360 around the box, now again, the box itself is all black, but you will see some red Jordan Jumpman branding there with the air text. The bottom portion, you do have the hit of gray there, and you can see the black paint blotches. The bottom portion of the box, nothing too special going on. Now it is all black. Now you do have some white copyright information and Nike branding. Over on this side, you do have the red Jordan Jumpman logo there as well. So for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on the sneaker does read Air Jordan 5 Retro SP. The colorway says Sale, Fire Red, Muslin, and then black. So when you do open the box, and it is a sling box lid situation, up underneath you do, it's like, you know, it's all white, and you do have like, you know, this blue stamp over on this side. The sneaker does come wrapped in like, you know, this plastic, you know, here, and it does have like, you know, some off-white text here in black and red, and then you do have the Jordan Jumpman logo over on this side as well. Up under that, you are met with the actual sneaker itself. Pretty limited release, you know, the hype surrounding like, you know, these off-white collaborations with Nike and Jordan brand. You already know, like, they sell out and do well every time. Rest in peace to Virgil Abloh. Like, you know, he was kind of like, you know, an innovator when it comes to like, you know, swapping out materials and reinventing like, you know, these sneakers that we come to love over the years. But yeah, man, like, excellent sneaker. One thing that I did love about this one, like, and with all off-white sneakers, they make them to age. So what that means is like, and just to give you an idea, over here on this side, like with Jordan 5s, there's this like, you know, netting material, and it does tend to yellow over time just because of like, you know, the material itself. But we're not going to take too long on this one. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And again, this is the Air Jordan 5 Retro. This is the collaboration with Off-White. And then this is the Sale colorway. So we're going to take a look at the right sneaker like we always do. Now, from first observation, this sneaker does look like what you would expect from any other Air Jordan 5. Same build. Now on the lateral sides, you do have this cut out here in your netting material. You do have like, you know, this circular cut out here. That was like, you know, something that Off-White kind of, you know, started to do like with their releases. Then you do have another one here going towards the ankle of the sneaker. Going towards the back, you do have that red number 23. Now the sneaker itself, the entire upper portion is composed of like this kind of like hard nylon mesh material. You do have like these yellowed eye stays here on the sneaker. The outsole itself is black, and if you look closely, of course, you do have your air bubble, and you can clearly see through to the other side. You do have your red shark teeth, and we have seen that on other Air Jordan 5s. Around the sock liner of the sneaker, they do have like this kind of exposed foam material, and that exposed foam, again, they do make this sneaker to age. Stemming up from up underneath, you do have this rubber outsole, and of course, like, you know, it is like, you know, kind of semi-translucent, and they already made it, you know, yellow, because, you know, with most like, you know, Air Jordan 5s, the bottom, because like, you know, it's kind of like that icy blue when it does a yellow over time, because they already made the sneaker, you know, age. Is definitely one of those things where like you can get more wears out of this one. So like, yeah, man, that's a good nod to them. And that's pretty much it on this side. Switching gears, going to the front toe box area, so you are met with more of that hard kind of Sale nylon mesh material, and they did give us the same fabric here going across the mud guard for the sneaker. The sneaker did come pre-laced, and they did kind of give us these kind of Sale laces here. Up underneath, you do look closely, you can actually see that there there is more of that netting material that they have on the lateral side of the sneaker. The laces, now one thing that I did want to point out, and they did give us a few lace options on this one here, but they do have the shoelaces text there in black going towards the lace tips. And then of course you do have the lace lock, and that is standard with the other Air Jordan 5 sneakers. Now this one, again, they did make this kind of yellow. If you look closely, it does have the Nike branding there. Now the tongue of the sneaker, now it does have, like, you know, that gray 3M material that we're used to seeing on other Air Jordan 5 sneakers. But of course you do have that red Jordan Jumpman logo there stitched in. They do have white stitching going along the tongue here. The top portion of the tongue does have more of that exposed foam, just like they do around the sock liner of the sneaker. Now the back of the tongue, they do have this red tag. Now the red tag, if you look closely, it does have that Air Jordan text there in white. That's pretty much it with the tongue. Now the insole of the sneaker, I'm not going to take that out, but they did give us a black insole, and then you do have the Nike Air branding there in red, and that's pretty much it there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the medial side of the sneaker. Just like any other Air Jordan 5, of course you do have that netting material here, but if you look closely, they do have like this cutout, but they do have some off-white branding there over on this side in black. Just like any other Air Jordan 5, of course you do have the insole, the outsole matching the other side, and of course, like it's black here, you do have the hit of red going towards the front toe box area of the sneaker, and then you do have this cutout again. You can see through to the other side, and that's pretty much it for the medial side. Going towards the rear, so you are met with this Nike Air branding and this kind of, like, you know, dark kind of gray. You do have more of that exposed foam going towards like the sock liner area. The outsole of the sneaker is all black, and then of course you can see your rubber outsole showing, you know, yellow here from the back. Going towards the bottom of the sneaker, so you do have your standard Air Jordan 5 bottom. You do have your standard herringbone traction, and that is standard, like, you know, with the Air Jordan 5s. They did make it, you know, kind of yellow and haze, like I mentioned before. Smack dead in the middle, you do have the Nike branding there in black. And then up here, if you look closely, of course, you have your Jordan branding there in red. And that's pretty much it for the bottom. Now, they did give us this tag here, and the tag is, like, you know, standard with other off-white collaborations with, like, you know, Nike brand and Jordan. But if you look closely, it does have, like, you know, the black text there, and it does say off-white care of Nike. Copyright year 2022, and then it has zip tied there in the quotations. And that's pretty much it for the sneaker itself. Now the left sneaker, pretty consistent with the other side. Nothing is too different, nothing, you know, really that I could, you know, notate on this one here, but they did give us a few lace options. And they actually gave us this these flat black laces. They actually gave us a red option, and if you look closely on both, it does have like that shoelaces text there in white for both. And that's pretty much it. If I were to rate this sneaker, I would definitely give this one a 10 out of 10. But as far as, like, you know, comfort and size, and the sneaker does fit just like any other Air Jordan 5. Now for me, I do recommend going up a half size on these. As far as comfort, nothing too much to brag about. It feels just like any other Air Jordan 5. And that's pretty much it. But I definitely want to take the time to shout out the vendor who actually gifted these sneakers to review on the channel for you guys. But I do recommend you guys to stay engaged. I can be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna hit you guys with a 360 and a B-roll like I always do. But there you go. Air Jordan 5 Retro, and again, this is a collaboration with Off-White, the Resell colorway. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side to the right, the lateral side of the left. There's your bottom. There's your medial side. And then there's your rear. And that's pretty much it. But I definitely want to thank you guys for taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.